Hi guys, my name is Leilani. Welcome to my channel. Today I am going to be doing a first impressions review of this palette from Happimess, which is a new brand, which I'm very excited about. I'm excited about trying this brand, seeing what it's all about, seeing if I like it or not, and just seeing whatever thoughts anyone has in the comments about the look that I create. This brand is legitimately super new. I bought this eyeshadow palette as soon as the brand came out. When I saw it on Trendmood, I was like, you know what, let me just get it. So that's what I did, and that's what we're gonna be talking about today. But before we get into it, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I would love to have people, subscribe because yeah, please subscribe to me. Go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoy it, and comment down below what you think of everything that I'm going to talk about in this video. So yeah, let's just get into it. Okay, so let's just talk about the brand in and of itself. How I got this, just everything involving like getting the palette, the brand, all of that. So I saw this brand was like launching on Trendmood, and I was like, okay, let me get it. I have my receipt right here because I want to make sure I'm getting this right, because it was like a $12 palette. And I think I had a discount code too. Man, it doesn't even say. Okay, anyways, I know I had a discount code, and it was like, it came out to be like $16 altogether plus shipping, which I thought was decent. The thing is, this took so long to ship. Like, to me, honestly, like it took way too long. The shipping just kind of turned me off. I was like, okay, I'm really upset about the shipping. And then I thought that the palette would be bigger than this. If you look at the pictures, I don't know, maybe the pictures, I just thought that it was going to be bigger than this. I thought it was going to be as big as the Juvia's Place palette that I have, the Juvia's Place palettes that have like, I don't know, like 9 to 12 shades, I think. So this is pretty tiny. Not what I was expecting at all. As far as the colors, I of course picked it. I think I mostly picked it for this shade and then this shade right here. These browns look okay. It has 4 shimmers and then 5 mattes, which I think is a good ratio, honestly. Actually, this yellow right here, actually some of this has a little sparkle in it. But I'm just kind of disappointed in how small it is. But then again, just to like, I don't know, just to kind of defend the brand at the same time, I feel like $12, not a lot of brands can afford, especially new brands, they can't afford to give you like a big palette for $12. So I don't know, maybe if it just like showed the sizing a little better, it would have given me a better understanding of the palette. But the size isn't actually really what matters most to me. What matters most is how the product performs. Also, it came with like these little stickers, like the emojis before there were emojis, which I think is cute. I think that their whole brand vibe, also, yeah, let me show you this too. I think that their whole brand vibe is definitely not the vibe that I personally like in makeup, which is they're very like no makeup, and I'm not that person. I like a full beat. But if the product is good, the product is good. So let's see if the product is good. Let me do some swatches. I think I might swatch all of them. Actually, I'm just gonna swatch the shimmers. So here's this bluish, it has like blue and purple in it. It's really pretty. I like the color. Let's see how this performs, this swatches. It's decent. The thing is, when you dip your finger in it, it feels like a lip gloss, or it doesn't feel like a powder eyeshadow. Here's this brown shade right here. And then let me just swatch the pink shade. Oh no. The pink shade came out pretty nicely. Those are 3 shades swatched. Yeah, I'm just gonna see, because I don't know. The shades feel weird. They don't feel like any other formula that I have, which could be amazing and which could be terrible. So I'm just gonna like try it. I'm just gonna, you know, if this doesn't work out, I'm gonna be really upset because I'm so excited about this. But then at the same time, it is what it is, you know. I've had worse shadows. Honestly, I've had horrible shadows, so nothing can compare. Nothing can top those as the worst shadows I've ever owned. So yeah, let's just do this thing. So I think by default, I'm gonna have to go with this shade in my crease. Or actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna go with this pink in my crease because I never do that and I should do that. I think this color story is pretty interesting. It's like a whole bunch of brown and then like a pop of color and then just this gorgeous shade. So it's a cool, weird color story. I don't know if it's my favorite, but we'll just see. So I'm gonna go ahead with my favorite brush. I already primed my eyes, did my eyebrows and everything. I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. It's my blending brush. Also, side note, it has like those emoji things imprinted in the shadows. I think that's cute. I think that's a cute touch. They're very about packaging. So let's see. Ooh, okay. Okay, it's showing up. Okay, guys, side note. So you know how I said I was gonna go in with the pink? I then, without thinking about it, literally just went in with the brown. My brain cells are like tweaking right now, okay? But just as far as this brown goes, I think it's a nice brown. I'm literally gonna choke. Oh my goodness. Sometimes I'm like, how did I even graduate high school? Like, who gave me a diploma? Okay, so as far as this first shadow, I think it performed pretty nicely. I definitely have a lot of browns like this, but it's still nice. I don't know if I see any fallout. Maybe I don't see any fallout, so I think it's cool. The one thing I will say is that it came on my finger. It was really creamy. These shadows were really creamy, just like a different texture. But then like using the brush, it just came out as, you know, a normal powder. So I don't know, we're just gonna have to keep playing with it. So now I'm finally gonna go in with this pink that I was talking about and just put that on the crease also. I think that's a nice, like a darker pink. So let's see how this performs on the eye. So here's that pink on, and it makes like a purplish tone. What I would say is that I probably messed up with the application. I probably should have put on the brown after the pink, but that's just me. As far as how they blend, I think that they blend pretty well. I think you can see the brown, but you can also see that I put on pink over it. So that's cool. Yeah, I mean, they seem to be working as normal shadows. It's just how they swatched. I think how they were like, when I dipped my finger in it, it just was weird. So, yeah, we're just gonna keep going. So, ooh, I just noticed that this color right here is super pretty, but we're not gonna use it today. We're gonna use this brown to deepen up the outer corner. I really hate dipping my brush into these shadows because I hate that I'm like messing up the little cute emojis. But yeah, anyways, let's go ahead and apply this shadow. So I tried to put that on with just my blending brush. I don't think that that works very well. So I'm going to go ahead and place the shadow on the outer corner, and then so I'm going to use my e.l.f. brush, and then I'm going to go ahead and blend it out after I place it because it just wasn't performing the way I needed it to. So for this shadow that I just used, it didn't show up as a brown shimmer. It showed up as a shimmer, if that makes sense. So like you don't really see the brown. You mostly see just the shimmer. It's gorgeous in the pan. Gorgeous in the pan. Just on the eye, I don't think that it blended very well on top of the other shadows. Um, so yeah, that's just something to be aware of. Uh, you know, all it did was like give some shimmer and some sparkle to the eye. So we're just gonna ignore that. I think now we're just gonna go into the main event, the shadow I was most excited about, which is this blue purple shadow, and we're gonna put that all over the lid. And of course, I'm going to use my finger. I don't really want to mess up the application with this, so I think just application that I know best is my finger. As far as like, I don't know if you can see that, but it usually when I dip my finger into other shadows, they show up a lot more. This one doesn't, for some reason. So I think that I figured out these shimmers because I was like, why isn't this brown showing up as a brown? Why isn't this blue showing up? I mean, it looks pretty. I think it looks really pretty. You know, this beautiful, I mean, in the pan, it looks like heaven. This color right here looks so gorgeous. On the eye, I was a little disappointed because it wasn't as pigmented. It just wasn't. These shimmers are literally made to be sheer, I think. If you look on if you look on this picture, this girl doesn't even have eyeshadow on. It doesn't even look like she has eyeshadow on. And I can tell she probably does. It's just like sheer. These shimmers perform like a gloss. You know what I'm saying? So like when you get a gloss and it's like really pink and you're like, oh my gosh, my lips are about to be pink glossy goodness, and it kind of is really sheer. These are exactly how these perform. Like you can see the color, but I mean, if you got a closer look at this, you'd be able to tell it's kind of sheer. As far as, you know, this color, I'm gonna keep using this color probably. And I like this pink. I like how the mattes perform. The mattes performed really well. It's just that these shimmers are sheer. And I'm not a big fan of sheer shimmers. When I buy a palette, it's for the shimmers. And, you know, I love a really pigmented shimmer. I just think it's gorgeous. This is just not my cup of tea. Yeah, so this is like Milk Makeup as far as like the no makeup, you know, barely there. That's not how I roll. That's not how I do my makeup. So yeah, I'm gonna come back, do the rest of my face, do the rest of this look. Also, one thing I'd like to note, which is very important, is that there's really no fallout at all. Maybe just a little right here with that blue shimmer. But honestly, I think that this look is pretty. It's not exactly what I wanted, what I intended when I got this palette, but at the same time, it's still pretty. And I can still use like these mattes. This pink matte I really like, so I'm gonna keep using that. I like that I'm glad that I purchased this overall. It's just not what I expected. So, you know, it gives me a little more variety in my makeup collection. I'll just, you know, put it like that. It gives me more variety. So I'm going to come back with my face almost done, and then we'll finish off this look. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I am back. Obviously I'm baking. I don't know why I got so much on my nose. I'm actually upset about that because it's wasted product. But anyways, now we're gonna go ahead and finish off this look. So I'm going to take the flat end of my brush and I'm going to use I think I'm just gonna use this pink. I'm gonna use this pink on my lower lash line. Okay, yeah, I really enjoy that pink. I really enjoy that pink. I think that is super pigmented. um, for a matte, which is surprising. It's surprising that the mattes are performing to me better, because this is how I like, this is how I would like the shimmers to perform. Yeah, I really like that pink, and I think that it performs really well on the eye. Yeah, I think that that's nice. Next, I'm going to go ahead and use this like white shimmer shade in my inner corner. And it's going to be like a very subtle brow bone highlight. If you watched my last video, you saw that I really messed up my brow bone highlight. So I will try not to mess it up this time. So I'm just going to be very light and careful with this shade, because I really messed it up last time. It was so bad. I like that. I think that looks nice. I think it's nice for an inner corner highlight. You know, I'm gonna be very gentle with this. Now that that eye look is done, I'm gonna go ahead and apply mascara, and then I'm going to be very risky, and I am going to use this the inner corner highlight that I used as highlighter. I hope that it doesn't look ashy. I'm kind of relying on the fact that these shimmers are sheer, so hopefully it doesn't kill me, but we'll see. So I'll be right back with that. So I am now back. I did some contour and some blush, and now I am going to go ahead and try to highlight with this shade. I am very nervous. I feel like I'm just about to miss. Oh my goodness, I put too much on the brush. This is already, and it won't, okay. So I am not gonna use that brush. I'm gonna use this brush for my highlight, because I'm just gonna tap it in very gently. Okay. Whew. Oh my goodness. It's so scary. Highlight is the scariest thing in makeup to me. Is it just me, or does this look pretty good? I like a highlight that you can't really tell, but there's a highlight there. You just can't really tell. All right, I think that that highlight is pretty nice, actually. I like how subtle it is. I intentionally made it subtle. You can definitely probably build it, but I just think that it's nice. So I'm going to go ahead and just do my lips really quickly. So here's the final look. I did not intend to go this sparkly with the lip gloss. I got this lip gloss at Ulta. It's like one of those stocking stuffers, so you get 5 for 5. You get 5 different products, and I was like, ooh, let me just get this lip gloss. It's like super sparkly. I guess it goes from like, I don't know. Either way, I actually like it. I think it's cool with this look. If you don't want to go too sparkly, like, don't do that, but I like it. I just didn't intend to do it. So let's just recap about Happimess. This is the I don't give a eyeshadow palette. Okay. Yeah, I think that their brand is, you know, one of those brands that like models use, and they're like, I just like, this is my makeup routine in 5 minutes. I just dab on some concealer, like maybe like right there, and then like all I do is I just put on a little eyeshadow right here. I just use this one, and then like that's it. You know, like, because they're so freaking gorgeous. And yeah, this is definitely like one of those like not really there but there companies. If you like that, that's totally up your alley. I am interested because I saw other eyeshadow palettes that I thought were beautiful. I chose this one for this blue specifically. I've looked at the palette, I've looked at my eyeshadow more and more, and I'm like, okay, I really like this look. Just as far as what I created, what I could come up with. This eyeshadow palette is not one of those palettes that is meant to, I don't know, I guess this palette isn't a palette where you're supposed to like use every color, or you're supposed to like pack on different colors. I don't think that this brand is like that, just from what I've seen. But you can do that if you want to do that, because I think that the look that I created is pretty nice. It's pretty cool. Kind of different. I'm just gonna keep talking about the shimmer shade because I think it's gorgeous. It's very sheer, but on the eye it just looks beautiful. This could be a great topper. Overall, I actually like this palette. I think I'll use it again. Definitely the mattes are really good. Yeah, I just enjoy this palette. There wasn't much fallout. There was some sparkles, you know, from the blue, but that was about it. So I thought that was really good. I think that it's at a decent price. Yeah, I think this is a cool makeup brand. I don't know if it's necessarily for me, but I'm you know, it's on my radar. I'll look and see if there's more that I'd like to, you know, buy, just whatever, test out. Yeah, and this highlight, I like it. You can barely see it, and I like that. So that's it for me, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you like to see reviews like this. If you want to see more reviews, I have more reviews coming. I bought more makeup. I always buy makeup, so more reviews are coming. Go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed. Comment down below what you think of my look. If you happen to try Happimess, let me know. And yeah, that's it for me. Thanks again so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!